Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all well and your families and everything's good for you. Things are really getting better for me. In a good place, putting weight on. I lost 2 stone, down to all stress and all the rest of the crap that's been going on in my life. Not just the nicking at the police station last week, but because of their unsuccessful little bid to try and destroy me again, our friend Bomb is at it again. Hasn't been less than a week, and now he's joined forces with an old friend. Well, not now, who's been trolling me on the internet. They've come together to put another story right about me being a grass. Apparently, this man, I'll tell you who he is, his name's Darren Crane, changed his name to Darren Palmer, but I don't know if he's back to Darren Crane again. And the reason we're not talking, I'll tell you exactly why, so you understand where we're coming from, because you need to know, because it's really getting boring now, and I'm sorry I'm boring you with all the stories about Fatty again and his new mate, right, who've come together to get another thing, obviously for his book, new stories, whatever, so good luck with that, Burn. But listen, the dear friend you're talking about, I was friends with him years ago. He was in my first book, Muscle, but he ended up being a prick. And it's probably still is a prick. Like, you know, 5, 6 years ago, he rang me up, crying like a baby on the phone, sobbing, couldn't even get his words out to tell me his dad, John, had died, right? Rest in peace, John, because you was a good man. Your son's no good, and you knew he was no good. But you stuck by him, like I did on many occasions. And one day, Darren, I got him out of trouble, bailed him out loads of times, had some good time together, but obviously now holds a grudge against me, like our other fat friend. But he's, he decides to ring, like he always does, throwing my name about. He decides to ring up someone, threaten to kill him over money and pretending to be me. Next thing you know, armed response, back of the motor, down the police station in Rayleigh, right? Held down there, wait for the police from Kent to turn up. Playing the phone recordings were recorded, knew his voice, but I was doing a no comment statement, as you do. And I could well have, if I was a wrong un, right, like you're saying I am, I could have gave you up, right? But no, they was going to nick me for threats to kill. I had to get a voice analyst in to see what was in my thing, took my phone away. Nothing but grief, yet again, which this is what these people do, right? Then I parked him up because of that, right? He nearly got me nicked. Never told me he was going to do it. And yet again, costing me money in barristers and whatnot. But that's life. You get used to it after a while. But it seems now Bernie is so desperate. He's already approached my ex, as I've told you before. And now an old mate, they've joined forces. He's running me down on the internet. Wouldn't stand in front of me like the other two and look me in the eyes and say it, because I would rip his head off. It's as simple as that. And he knows that, right? But he's all brave, like the other keyboard warriors, and joining forces and hiding behind whatever. And apparently he's now with a policewoman. Well, good luck with that. I hope she gets plenty of truncheon meat. It's a joke. I don't even want to be doing this anymore. I just want to get on my life and talk about good things, positive things with the people that follow me. But there you go. We got Bernie. All right, back on board. Not less than a week, then trying to get me nicked and other stories always call it. Well, listen, I've got your papers at your grasp. Well, prove it. You know what I mean? I know you want to write another book, so you and him join forces. But let me just tell you now, what happened was 23 years ago, not several, right? Someone came to see me, see my newborn baby, who at the time was a friend, right? And was being under a big operation going on in East London. They were being followed, brought the police to my, at that time, girlfriend's house. And, she just had a bum touch, said they were coming to see a new baby. Next thing you know, they've been caught with Puffy in the boot of the car, right? And I'm supposed to be the grass of blah, blah, blah. And they're saying that I've grassed 21 people up, right? I spent 3 days and 3 nights in a cell in Romford Nick, right? So if I had grassed, I'm asking you, think about this. If I'd grasped 21 people up, this is what Bernie's now saying, this is his new thing, right? I wouldn't be sitting here in front of you. Because I'm sure out of 21 people that got grasped, someone will come after me. I do audiences all over the country. I travel the country on my own. As you all know, Bernie's put up where I live, so people who've got a grudge against me can come and see me. Well, you're all welcome. Come any day you want. I'll be pleased. Make you a cup of tea and everything, and just sit down with me and look me in the eyes and say what you want to say. But that won't happen. So folks, I'd just like to let you know, it's ridiculous what's been going on, and I don't know, I just have to write, so much goes on, I'd have to write things down because my head goes, because it's just like, week in, week out, he's so obsessed, and now he's got another mate who's obsessed with me, to bring me down. Bernie, there's other stories out there. You've latched on and ruined loads of families with your fake books. Just keep doing it, mate. Listen, you've obviously got a problem with me.